Today, I want to talk about a quiet feeling many people carry but rarely speak about, a feeling of being lost in life. Not because something is terribly wrong. You may have a job, your daily life may look normal from the outside, but somewhere inside, there is a strange question that keep appearing. Where exactly is my life going? Sometimes life start feeling like a repetition. Wake up, go to work, finish task, come back home and rest. And the same cycle again tomorrow, week after week, year after year. And this slowly, a quiet thought appear in our mind. Is this what the rest of my life will look like? Not a dramatic suffering, not a visible crisis, just a silent feeling of directionlessness. When we are in school, life had a very clear goals. Get good marks. Then in college, the goal was clear again. Get a good CGP. Find a good job. There was always something pulling us forward. But once the job begins, something strange happens. The big milestones disappear. Life becomes small improvements. Another project, another month, a slight higher salary. And somewhere inside, the mind starts asking a deeper question. What is all this really for? I remember feeling this many times. Even after my work for the day finished, there was no real satisfaction because the mind already knew tomorrow the same work would begin again, just in a slightly different form. Sometimes the thought appeared very strongly. Is this what I will do for the rest of my life? And honestly, I don't always know the answer. That feeling can slowly drain our energy. Not because the work is impossible, but because this direction of life itself feels meaningless. While reflecting on Bhagavad Gita, I noticed something interesting. The entire conversation begins with someone who is also lost. Arjuna stood on the battlefield completely confused about life and action. He was not weak, he was not incapable, but suddenly the purpose began everything feel unclear to him. And that confusion opened the door for one of the deepest teaching about life. One understanding slowly became clear to me. Many times we feel lost, not because life has no direction, but because external goals are ended, and the inner direction has not yet appeared. School gave us direction, college gave us direction, career gave us direction, but eventually life asks us a different question. Not what you will achieve, but rather what kind of person are you becoming. The Bhagavad Gita does not solve life by giving us a fixed destination. Instead, it slowly shifts our attention from chasing outer milestones to understanding the deeper nature of our own existence. It reminds us that life is not only about results or status or comparison. There is something deeper happening, a process of growth, a process of understanding, a process of becoming more aware of who we are really. For me, this understanding creates a small shift. Instead of asking every day, what is my life and where it is going, I started asking a slightly different question. What I am learning through this phase of life, the same job, the same daily routine, but a different way of seeing it. And strangely, that small shift brought a little more calm. Not perfect clarity, but less pressure to have everything figured out immediately. If you sometimes feel lost in life, you are not alone. Many people quietly go through this phase in life. Maybe it is not a sign that life is meaningless. Maybe it is simply a moment where life is inviting us to look deeper. And that is exactly the journey we are exploring here through the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Slowly and steadily, step by step together. Thank you for being here.